Welcome to Season 10 of Noel The Mortal Fate. At the end of Season 9, Toad, Slug, Python, I believe there's one other character as well, they were all stuck in an underground shopping centre, abandoned one, that was crumbling away, and then at the last second, before all hope was lost, Charon and Noel came to the rescue. Also, we have Madame Coffin on the front of this season, so I wonder how she is related with our characters in this time around. Link in the description below where you'll be able to purchase this game, along with the DLCs that are included with it. PC keyboard or mouse? We'll go with keyboard for this episode. Noel The Mortal Fate, presented by Kanawo. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce their name correctly. The latest information has been printed out. Our wonderful witch herself, Noel. Good. Drop it on the box somewhere. Sharp-eyed Devil Charon. And Slug. Seriously, dude? More? Already? I haven't finished organising the other stuff yet. And the gloomy eccentric Slug, who actually in a previous episode wanted his name changed because of something related towards his injuries, stuff like that. Days have passed since the battle with the OCT. Noel and the others split up again with their allies at the steel mill and picked out a new hideout. The underwater labyrinth beneath Aquarius HQ, where we were on the second season of Noel The Mortal Fate. With its very existence being a dirty secret hidden from the public, it was a perfect hideaway. Yeah, this is where we apprehended that Cynthia lady, the Mayor Burrows' secretary? Ex-secretary? A hideout gave them time they needed to gather enough information to shine a light on the shadows of Lhaplus. And Noel, the printer over there, is grumbling again. That means there's a new paper ready, right? Yep, that is, Charon. I remember you're not so tech savvy. What? Already? Sounds like you've got more errands to do. Sorry, Noel, my hands are kind of full with these paint cans, spray cans, sorry. Do I look like an errand girl? Yes. Goodness. Still, we wouldn't be so busy if the seven of us weren't finally back together. I can't complain. Exactly, the gang's all back together since end of season 7 actually. They all split up. Noel having horrific injuries, stuff like that. Back down here, huh? Can hardly believe we'd use it as a hideout. Neither can I, but besides the nippiness, I can't complain. And with, that's the one, not Cynthia Sibella, out of the picture, I'm not sure if anyone even knows about this place. We have all the generators and electronics we want upstairs too. Python was beside himself. Yes, an ex-Mayor Burrows facility. Feels like we're just robbing Aquarius. Oh well, what good do they do to us? Slug, are you feeling any better?
Oh yeah, thanks for asking. Can't heal up as fast as Bomber or Oscar though. Still, I feel bad about letting Todd and Bomber do all the heavy lifting stuff outside.
You were injured, Slug. No one's going to complain if you couldn't do as much as you would be able to do. It's a team effort after all. It's not for you to feel bad about. After all, who else would organise the papers? Oscar and Python keep printing out new stuff. Without a sorter, even Charon couldn't read it all.
Yeah, you got a point. Let's kick those errands' asses, Noel.
Indeed we shall. But we'll talk to everybody else first, like Python and Drazzle? I forgot his name now. Noel, I printed 100 more pages, so go ahead and carry them over. Cunning ex-mafia Python. What? You're really going at it? I figure Charon reads like a supercomputer, so I even printed company financial reports. The secret's still a mystery, but following local companies and their money should give us clues. No wonder you're the brains of all of us, but you're not the only brains itself. When Fugo and Toad get back, perhaps I should ask them to bring in another printer. Indeed, we're printing mass overtime. Lhaplus' dark secret. No, you're the brother of the bomber. Lhaplus' dark hidden secret. Looking for hints is like trying to grab clouds. Demon of justice. Once enemy, now friend. What are you looking into, Oscar? Crimes and accidents around town over the years. Mayor Burrows should have his hand in many, so I figured a list of them will prove handy. Approach like a real ex-officer. Keep up the good work. Hey, you're not my leader. And we got ourselves some goodies over here. Ointment! What happened to the ointment that we what happened to the ointment that we gather in our previous seasons? Do they just magically vanish? Oh dear. Oh my. It's out of paper and giving me an error. And I have to refill it one-handed. Do not worry, you still got that one hand. Whew, that was trying. That takes care of that. Let me go see Charon. Printout acquired. What does the printout say? Critical news about Lhaplus. Courtesy of Oscar and Python. Give this to Charon. And we have an ointment in our vicinity. Lovely. What about these back with food. And lots of it. Foul-mouthed brawler. I remember Toad in one of the flashbacks. She was a really shy character. And now she's really brawly. Man, getting down here with the boxes was rough. Just how deep is this place anyway? Very deep. Demon of explosions. Keep our ears tuned. Oh, welcome back. I'm glad everyone's okay. How was the surface? Bright! Nah, damn things change. OCT still staying put. After all those troops they send into the arcade? Arcade. It's a shopping mall of some kind. Must mean their commanders haven't recovered. The OCT's drawn a lot of heat after that spat. They'll probably have to lay low for a while to keep the public happy. After all, Mayor Burrows doesn't want his reputation on the line, does he now? Anyway, everyone's here. Let's take a break. A wonderful break it is indeed. Good work, everyone. Now, just what is the secret of Lhaplus? What kind of mystery are we after? All of them. No matter how small or big, this is national level. At the very least, the OCT is involved, and Russell's hiding that. Charon, do you remember any clues from when you were with Mayor Burrows? No, nothing. The depths of his soul eluded me, because he doesn't even have one. But I do think it has something with his attachment to the position of Lhaplus Mayor. The mayor's probably not just top dog at City Hall, but more of a guardian of the town's secret. And I'll bet it's all about devils too. The guy's got legions of them on his payroll, probably helping him hide this from you. Charon does like his contracts and formalities, and breaking his contracts as well. Gee, sorry, I just had to add that little bit in there from season 5, I think it was, with all the flashbacks.
Oh hey guys, sorry to change the topic, but something in the papers really caught my eye.
Oh?
This news article, Aquarius President missing.
That wasn't to do with Noel's quote-unquote wish in order to win the piano contest. One of the articles I found, I'm sure. He's been unreachable for days, apparently. Oh, days, not weeks or months or years. Wait, you for real? Ain't Aquarius in Burrows' pocket? What do you think, Noel? It has to be Mayor Burrows. Come again? Yes, Burrows got rid of Aquarius' president. Am I wrong? I'm right there with you. The man was likely taken out. Think about it. Aquarius. Now, it has to be related to the mayor. But hold on, you two, isn't that contradictory? Months ago, Burrows used you to crush Aquarius's competition. If he protected him dearly up until now, why deep six the men all of a sudden? Translation issue there. Maybe they peed each other off, or maybe the Prez got rebellious, then iced. That means skedaddle. No, the mayor wouldn't be that impulsive. He'd be more careful who he kills and when. So what's the angle? He had a good reason to kill one of his own. What's more, now was the perfect time while they're trying to lay low from all the ruckus in the streets. Let's think of it like this. If Russell is quietly wiping out people in his inner circle, could his reason be possible treason? Because we're back in Lhaplus, and there's something he really doesn't want us to know. Then Aquarius's president knew Lhaplus's secret, and he was killed to keep him quiet. I think the more reliable word there, or more relevant word there, is silent. It makes sense. There's only one real reason people kill one another. Because they stand to gain from it, right? Noel, think back to our fight against Russell. We fought him and his people all over. Focus on the people and companies on his side. Has anyone vanished like Aquarius' president? Or have any barely avoided that fate? That's what we need to look into. It might narrow down those linked to the secret. I've already printed out a list of recent missing and dead, and I can find out if any of them were in a position to work with the mayor too. Missing because they could have information and anything around them that could hold information, but dead as well because there could be information as to where they were living, possibly. Very well. I'll think back on our battle then. The trail to his secret has to be there. Season 10, Secret of Lhaplus. And save. Hint. Think up a lead to that secret. You fought Burrows and his goons many times in the past. Looking at the people and forces around Burrows may reveal who's connected to the big secret. Listen to what Charon and the others have to say, and pick the right choice. This is going to require some knowledge. Oh, Mortal Revenger. Let's go back to the very beginning, to when Noel and I made our contract. Mayor Burrows deceived me, leading me to kill the president of Stellar Stage. Right, the shipping company. Now tell me, why did he do that? To protect Lhaplus's culture, protect Aquarius's profits. I don't think profits are necessary, because he can make money out of other means. What are you? Oh, okay. Fine, thinking too deeply, Aquarius' profits. Right, this invading company was bad for Aquarius, which meant it was bad for Russell. By closing Lhaplus and cutting outside influence, he got in closer with local companies. Companies he could control and manipulate. Let's see, the president of Aquarius knew the secret. The leaders of the colluding local companies may know the secret. That wasn't just to secure profits either. He likely wants to guard the city's old players, those that knew Lhaplus' secret. Local companies would work with the mayor, and he would protect their positions. A back-scratching arrangement, huh? Sounds like mafia work, really. Well, this was the Russell and Bianco family's role. And it sounds like he just took over. They're the gangs that once roamed the city before Mayor Burrows was mayor. Aquarius probably wasn't the only one. He has to be connected to more companies here. So let's take another look back. Say, I seem to remember the mayor sending a certain someone afterwards to fight us directly. Ah, our bomber guy. You talk about me? Yeah, Fugo. Who else would I be talking about? Now tell me, did Mayor Burrows mention anything about this secret to you? Listen, I've got to be real with you. I was just a hired hand, a fool guy, somebody that would be disposable. A good point. So you couldn't ferret out any weaknesses then? Looks like it. Let's see, the four guys, get it, weren't made privy to that secret. Second blind devotion. Noel and I next went to Aquarius. Sibella. Aquarius is one of the local companies in the mayor's pockets. The president was one of the old players privy to the secret too, but he was silenced. That is what we were going with, correct? But that present's a problem. Remember, it wasn't the president who fought here at Aquarius. True, Sibella Becker, was it not? Mayor Burrows' secretary. If Aquarius is president and Russell were in a position to know the secret, then bringing Sibella would just complicate things if she wasn't in on it. If she wasn't in the same page. On the same page. Wait, then you mean Sibella knew the secret? She was his right hand. She probably knew the secret. Secretaries obviously know a lot about their manager. Sibella Becker knew the secret. But what good would that be now because she's dead? Until now you probably thought Sibella had been taken out because she wasn't needed anymore. Nah, because she knows too much! But let's think about it. If this secretary goes down, rumours will pop up around the mayor. Why would he bother with that kind of risk? Wanting to protect the secret, he had to hold some weight in that decision. Bury the past. Now, after our tussle at Aquarius, we went to the mayor's old hideout. Isn't that Sorry, that wasn't that this season where you discovered that your friend was now fighting alongside Mayor Burrows. Now, after our tussle, or maybe season 4, we went to the mayor's old hideout. And the old Parliament... No, it was this season. And it's at the end of season 3.
Dude, the old Parliament building? That's like a heritage site and protected, right? They kept that place in tip-top shape.
He used it as a summoning grounds for Cascar, the demon in which Noel's friend, who I can't remember the name off the top of my head, blue hair, was controlling, too. But also vice versa as well. Still, even though the public couldn't enter, the management company definitely could. Which leads us to conclude someone in the maintenance company is on Burrows' side. The old Parliament building is a heritage site and needs maintaining, meaning... Yeah, that has to be it. Python. Who is in charge of the building? Way ahead of you. It's like 4D chess. You raise that question, I've already got an answer to it, and the next question you're going to ask. A place named Hepahatius Construction. Pretty unassuming little company, local too. Not the kind you expect to be given a contract to preserve a historical site, really. Look into the executives' backgrounds. One of their top players has to be working with the mayor. That's a possibility. The president of the construction company, the company hired to maintain the old Parliament building, knows the secret. Alright, I'll get right on that. You guys keep up the review. falling flight. This must be where we met Oscar because of a lime greenness. After that's when we started fighting the cops. Supervisor Gino was connected to Burrows. But Casino Misty, I remember. I've just thought of something. The original translation of Season 4 or Season 5 was when Noel called Gino a she-male. It's like there's nothing like context behind that, nothing negative to say about that. It was just an observation, that's all. Things sort of, yep, Oscar, yep, you was on the other side. But real talk, I'm stuck on that stuff. Stuck on what stuff? Captain Punches a Lot was high on the pecking order, Juno. Sure, but are the pigs that easy to control? He ain't like their mom and pop's landscaping, you know. Good point. But then, how would we explain how desperately the police came after us? And Burrows was definitely using the fuzz to rub the stuff he didn't want anyone to know. Alright, how about we explain it this way? Juno wasn't the only mole. Why was Burrows able to completely control the Lhaplus police? Juno wasn't the only mole. He has been given immense power, but we already kind of know that. Supervisor Juno wasn't the only police officer working with the mayor. Juno only gained his position after the raid on Central Hotel, too. He's new blood. We'll have to look at the LPD's top brass, too. Local Police Department, I imagine that's what the acronym is. Juno wasn't the only mole in the Lhaplus Police Department. Okay, not local, Lhaplus. And its top players knew the secret? Revolt in the fire. The next thing we did was rescued Sharon from the Bastille, correct? Yes. That was one hell of a fight. They really threw a lot of their goons at us. Which means he needed help to staff it. I remembered one of the gangs as well being incorporated into Burrows' secret police. And then that gang helped him reinforce the Bastille. Which means he needed help to staff it. And lots of it. Let's go through all of them. First, the Bastille itself. The stone prison is just a Lhaplus tourist site. One that suddenly got closed down due to renovations, yes? Renovations they didn't actually do, of course. Who offered the Bastille to Burrows? Did it have a management company? The company that actually manages the Bastille. They're the ones who can close it down. Park Lhaplus Inc. They do management and occupation. Their main shareholder is the city, of course. Okay, I'll look into their people. The president of Park Lhaplus, the company that manages the Bastille, knows the secret? How about the Bianca family remnants and the mayor's security guards? Such as, say, the security company president. Wouldn't he be suspicious? They're probably just throwaways, right? Burrows is connected to a small security company, a local one that wouldn't draw too many eyes. It's a lot more replaceable than the other companies we've been talking about. Speaking as former replaceable muscle. Makes sense. Keep the scapegoats at arm's length so they can be cut off whenever. That's how Russell does things. Million Gamble. This is when it was at the casino. Gosh, that took such a long time. Casino Misty. Madame Coffin was in charge there. They used it for money laundering. Coffin made it sound really important to Russell, meaning Misty's top brass worked with Burrows. Burrows was a top Misty client. There was a high chance they knew the secret. Hell, the manager herself was probably in on it. I mean, he could be one of Misty's top clients, but there's nothing to do with Burrows' secrets. Good point. It's probably worth looking into what their management is up to now. Coffin and the leaders of Casino Misty know the secret? End of the paranoid. So after we attacked Misty, we laid low. And then came the attack on the concert hall.
There was a ton of security, yeah. Maybe it was the same security company?
They got higher numbers, so I doubt it.
As the one we fought at the Bastille?
I'd say that's most likely. Same goes for Bianco on the upper floors too. That's not the issue though. The question is, why have enough troops to start a war during the memorial ceremony? They could tell the public they were beefing up security, but they wouldn't explain the mafioso lurking upstairs. He hid them from management well. Burrows was able to place armed troops all around the concert because... I don't think this is it. Yeah, exactly. There were far too many mafia men presented for them to have been smuggled in. Yeah, I was thinking that could have been the wrong answer. Management was working with Burrows. The entire ceremony was under mayoral control. That word. The mafia being there was decided from the start by Mayor Burrows. He did the same thing during the piano contest. I cannot say I'm surprised. Sounds like the head of the memorial ceremony and the concert hall's management company need to be looked into just in case. Got it. I'll sniff them up right away. The head of the memorial ceremony knows the secret. The president of Hermes, the concert hall's management company, knows the secret. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of Greek names in this game. That takes care of everything from 2 months ago. Now, what about more recent events? Next is when the OCT took the stage. Now we've already got a lot of suspicious companies popping up, but these guys, there's a few points of suspicion around them. For instance, St. Angelo University, the campus Mayor Burrows offered them as a base. By the way, Oscar, how are your nails doing? If the mayor doesn't want the OCT here, he would probably place them somewhere under his control. The university. It does seem possible he'd have a hand on it, and universities, after all, archive a lot of information. The top brass of St. Angelo University knows the secret. Then the Melo Arcade has to be similar, the most recent of events. The place was clearly meant to be killing ground. They'd get rid of us in, because away from the public eye. The area had been completely cleared out too, so I'd imagine they had the city's permission. But hold up. That would mean our guy allowed his own territory to get busted up, right? The underground arcade so was no longer productive. Get the OCT to level it, then go after them for it. And he could make some coin off worthless land.
Whoa, dirty as hell, man.
I bet it's directly rather than dirty. It does sound plausible. And the owner of the Meroi arcade knows of the secret. Looks like we've gotten everything we can. There we go. But are we really going to try and pick out just one of these? Or try and go for a lot of them? Sibella? Absolutely not. She's dead. The Fall Guys were made privy to the secret? Yeah, absolutely. All those in red are plausible individuals. Sibella's dead. No thanks. We can't extract information from someone dead. We don't know who else is alive. So in all... Oh yeah, the president of Aquarius was gone missing. So in all of this, there may just be someone who knows Laplus's dark secret. Then let's not waste any time! We gotta find them before Burrows ices them! You're right about that. Just wait, Russell. I'm coming for you. Breakthrough! Yeah, slight mistake, how dare you? We got 3p from all that. I imagine 4 if there was no errors. There's so damn many. Sudden illness, accident, arrest, sudden disappearance. But the thing about media is, the things that they say on the pages are not always necessarily the truth. They sometimes hide something much darker so that the public are relieved that something like this happened, but not something that is absolutely abysmal. The causes and timings are all over the place, but all the top players we mentioned are gone. They've been pretty subtly removed too, always in the shadow of more dramatic news. Guy's a master of wiping people out. So our theory was correct then. They all knew the secret. We were just a touch too late. Then what the hell do we do now? So close and now it's back to the drawing board. Not quite, Toad. What's the matter, Noel? You look like you have something to say. It's nothing groundbreaking. Well, break the ice then. Yeah, we'll be the judge of that. Well, if you'd really like to hear it. Remember Madame Coffin? She disappeared on her own. I was just thinking that. But she disappeared like the rest of them, right? That's it! Yep. Did inspiration strike? Coffin Elias is missing because she wants to be. And now she disappeared over 2 months ago. Wait,
That means...
she slipped away from Mayor Burrows early, and she's the only one who did. We have to look for her then. Burrows has to be searching for her too. It's like from Charon as a groundbreaking revelation. Madame Coffin. I do hope she's alright. Yeah, she was an honest lady. What? What? The scream suddenly shifted. Oh, sound only? What's with this coffin then? What's going on? A virus? No, maybe remote access. Good evening to you, Noel Quirkwit. What? I know that voice. Ah, this is the former manager of Casino Misty, Coffin Elias. I figured you would find me. Coffin? What? How? Why? We stole this laptop from Aquarius. How the hell does she know we're using it? Glad to hear you're all doing well. The explanation's simple. I was looking for you myself, but well, I had no way to reach you. So I did what I do best. A gamble. Yeah, a gamble? I gambled that you were keeping up your revenge, and that you just started looking for me to get to the bottom of the city secret.
Total bullseye.
Complete bullseye. I won the gamble and got a miracle in my favour. You miraculously picked up the virus I put on the net, and now we're talking. The power of the Witch of Fate, huh? Looks like Noel wasn't kidding. Madame's power laughed at the rules of nature and normalcy. Now, Madame Coffin, I take it that you know Lhaplus' dark secret then? Oh, I know it well. That makes us easy then. Let's hear it. That's a joke, right? This is the kind of secret that'll have a hitman blow my head off 3 seconds after I say it. You really think I could just tell you? Madam, the top players in Lhaplus who know it are being wiped out one after another. Before long the mayor will come after you too and try to keep you quiet. Running from Russell won't change anything. You need to use that secret against him. Believe me, I know. Yet that has nothing to do with your vengeance. That's between Burrows and myself. What? Wait! You didn't call us to ask for help? I had another reason to find you. I'm putting myself and everything I have on the line for one final grand game. And I'm inviting you all to it. A final grand game? You heard me, girl. Win or lose, when this game's over, I'm leaving Lhaplus for good. If you want to ask me something before I go, you'll have to come to the party and win. You win, I'll tell you everything. Anything, sorry. Sounds fun, doesn't it? Madam, I've heard of your proclivities, but now it's hardly the time for games. My, you read me wrong. To me, there's hardly anything more serious than games. I mean, it's like we're playing one right now. There's no time. Death draws close. Too close. Death, you say? Noel defeated me once, so only she can answer. No questions, only immediate answers. As you said, the upper echelons of Lhaplus, all privy to the secret, have been wiped out. If you want to know said secret, your last hope is hearing it from me. And lucky for you, the sole winner of this huge fated game gets my everything. So how about it? Are you in? Well, there's only one definite answer, and that's yes. I know you. So I know this game isn't simply self-indulgence. Very well, Charon. Let us take part. Good point. There's just too ripe a chance to let slip by. You'd even think before answering. We could be walking into a lion's den, for all we know. Madame Coffin's games are straight out of hell. If we lose, we're not getting out in one piece. Still, we need what she has for our mission. Of course, Noel would go for it. Hell, we were just my God, what? We were just scratching our balls anyways. Instead of starting over, let's just do it.
Well, the game's finally back together, so we'll work something out.
Indeed. Together we can do this. We shall all play your game, Madame Coffin. Do be ready to divulge Lhaplus' secret. That's a girl I know. The Dark Horse, conqueror of Misty, the protagonist of this tale. I've got my money on you, Noel Kirkwitt. I love this game. The narrative, it always invokes action and emotion. A few days after Madame Coffin's call, Noel and her gang gathered to face Madame Coffin's final game. But where is she? This is the shipping yard Madame designated. A messenger is supposed to take us to the game. At least that's what she said. So where the hell is that guy anyway? He might have been intercepted. Let's walk around and look. Mission open to find our messenger. Can't go there, can't go over there.
One of Madame Coffin's is like just having one last big party before skipping town. But like, isn't that just gonna draw attention? Burrows' attention?
It does seem a tad strange, doesn't it? Just what is she thinking, I wonder?
Things would be a lot easier if we could grok what's on her mind, but oh well. Here's hoping the game doesn't evolve too much to people much.
Talking to people much, so... Oh, that's just natural environment sound. Thank God there ain't no dress code this time. Let's crash this party wherever we're going. It does feel reassuring to have a big group. Still, you look quite nice in your dress. Don't rub it in, Noel. Like hell I did. Knock it off. Wait, sheesh, I forgot to smack Python one. Maybe I should hit him before I forget again. But perhaps this isn't the best time? How does later sound? Yeah, later sounds better. So, Coffin said she'd be skipping town after this big game, win or lose. What's her big idea anyway? Russell's trying to kill her. Why do this? We'll simply have to ask her directly. I'm counting on that brain of yours to beat her game. A damn shame we can't stack the deck like we did at Misty, but we'll manage. Of course we'll manage. Madam isn't the type to try an underhanded ambush, but we'll still want to be careful. Indeed, let's be on our guard going forward from this point onwards. Don't worry, I've been to the shipping yard countless times to close deals. I know it like the back of my hand. So leave a reconnaissance to me and those sharp glasses. I'll keep my ignorance of what those deals are. Yep. Rebelio captured me here about a month ago. I'm not all that fond of the place. Brings back bad memories. I am truly sorry, Oscar, but you didn't fight alone anymore. Yeah, we have some reassuring numbers here. Let's keep our guards up, too. Game or not. And Fugo. The hell's that old hag plotting anyway? Sure, she knows a secret, but she could at least meet us halfway. But that would be too suspicious. Let's beat this game and make her cough it up. Absolutely no violence towards Madam, you got it? Well, Oscar's here, he'll keep you in line. What's Oscar got to do with anything? Besides, you can't punch your way past her power. You do make a good point. Yep, brain play. And I do hope this game goes peacefully. There's no peace with Madame Coffin. Only game. Let's go this way first to get more ointments. Because we always need our wonderful ointments. Oh yes, I remember in the DLCs the ointments activate automatically. Hermes LP Logistics. More LP Logistics. It was just interesting to see the company names on these cargoes. Cargo storages. And Aquarius as well. Hello, Puppet Master. I apologize for the wait, Miss Noel. You're one of Coffin's men. That I am. Madam has appointed me to be your guide. Alright, so where's this game going down?
It sounded like there were a lot of other participants from like how Madam was talking, but like I don't see anyone here.
I'm afraid I'm unable to answer your questions. We are but staff in this grand game, tasked with supporting it from backstage. I see. We'll follow you then. Still, there isn't much worth hiding, I'm afraid. We'll be at the game site before long. Now, Miss Noel, if you would. If I would, what? Envelope? An invitation to the game from Madam, to be distributed by hand rather than mail. An invitation establishes you as a single player, meaning the 7 of you count as one. The other players are in the same boat, so to speak. Makes sense. Though, if there are other players, is it really the best idea for a wanted criminal like Noel and a devil such as myself to take part? You needn't worry. This game is strictly off the record, and taking place away from prying eyes. So the game itself is illegal then? Very well, I accept the invitation. Then let us be off. Please, right this way. Right this way into the underworld. What's with the cane? Hurt your leg? Ah! You needn't worry yourself with my troubles. The leg does seem suspicious, so that's a good observation there. This is an awfully small boat. That explains why we met in a shipping yard.
Looks like it's gonna rock like hell. How long we gotta be on this thing?
About 20 minutes, give or take. It's like a bus route timetable. It's not exact. I hope my stomach stays calm. Listen to yourselves, all of you. Come on, it's just 20 minutes. Kick back, relax. Seasick happens to at least one of us. Save? Nope, not a save. Oh, there's poison. Hey, Fugo. You right there, pal? You look like stonk. This trip is affecting you the worst. Shut the hell up. Leave me alone. You don't like bolts then. It's seasickness still. It's been a good 20 minutes and I see no land. Indeed, you'll see no land. The venue, however, is already in clear view. It is? Don't tell me. Oh, it's on a boat. The cruise ship, Le Coquille. This is where our game will take place. Still don't know that name. Ah, this was a tender boat. It was here to take us to the cruise ship. Tender what? When a ship can't dock at a small port, they use little boats like these to transport passengers. Alas, were you not wanted, we would not have to avoid the security checks in the nearest port. I hope you can understand. Le Coquille. So the ship, that ship is Madame's new fortress. Possibly, but wouldn't all those lights attract attention? And here we are. There are so many people here.
Are we seriously on a ship? I've never been on one this big before, let alone seen one this big before.
If there are this many on the deck alone, just how many are we on the whole ship? And what's more, no one here has given Noel or Charon a second look. It looks like they weren't kidding about this game being free from prying eyes. You are the last to arrive. Madame will begin the opening ceremony before long. Great, the word ceremony. Do make yourselves at home until then. Telling them away team to make themselves at home. Damn it, Todd. If you ask me, we should all take his advice. This ship is the site of a legal party. That makes it far safer to us than Lhaplus. You think so? Don't worry, we've got a big group here. If anything happens, the whole team will show up. Now, we do have a seasick baby on board, Fugo. So let's take a break. Why you? Oscar does make a valid point. The ship should be far safer for us. Still, I can't help but feel uneasy. Is it simply my imagination? You're good to be on your toes, Noel. Good from any prying eyes or wanted criminals, or anything along those lines. Recent wrongdoers. No one seems surprised to see me here. I suppose I don't mind criminals on deck. How about you spread your wings and take a look around? I don't have any... I know what you mean. Hello. To be invited by the Madame Coffin is a gambler's highest honour. I can't wait to see how thrilling this game is. And you. If I get everything Coffin Alias owns, I'll be able to pay for my brother's operation. I can't lose this. And you? With Coffin Alias's fortunes, think of a lifetime she could spend in luxury. I'll win this game no matter what it takes. The game is already decided. The one and only Noel Kirkweat will be victorious. An invitation from the legendary Coffin Alias on a cruise ship of all these people. It's all just so out of the ordinary, sorry. I'm looking forward to the kind of game you can't buy. Indeed we will be. Did Coffin invite everyone here herself? How goddamn huge is her network anyway? And her net worth. The ship stopped to pick you up then. I don't know where you're from, but you seem terribly young. But worry not, let us enjoy Madame's grand game. Indeed, Madame knows a devil or two. My oh my. Yeah, my oh my, indeed, and I didn't even realise there was a barricade there. Slug, look at this ship. It's bigger than a hotel. Rich people just in a different world. Indeed. What kind of game are we playing with this many people? I can't imagine it. Here's hoping it won't end up in the news. Indeed. The men glare at the surroundings. There's obviously some kind of security. There's some people here that don't look like gamblers at all. Did Madame invite them too? The woman looks at you, then averts her gaze. What have I done? So, after picking up members from ports worldwide, we ended up in Lhaplus's waters. The game should be starting soon. Time to make this cruise ship mine. And all the riches that Madame Coffin has before she goes on exile from the city itself. Don't be in the way. Never be in the way. What about the stairs over here? We can't go up those steps. We can't go along that part of the balcony. I think I spoke to everyone. I can't run. I did think I speak to everyone, but let us just do a double take. What about you in the corner here? Oh, I've already spoken to you. An invitation from the legend. The one and only. I don't know why I thought those were a separate set of stairs. And this went somewhere else entirely. My bad, I shall go across over to here then and progress the story. I'm loving this so far, just like with all the other seasons. I think season 7 is probably my favourite. It's so epic. What? Why? That's... Oh, that's Mayor Burrows. Noel Kirkwit. What are you doing on this ship, antagonist? It's been months since the memorial ceremony, Mayor Burrows. So, are you here to wipe out Madame, like you did to Aquarius' president and the others? Heh, you're talking the talk. Sounds like you're not here in total ignorance. I know that you're desperately trying to bury the city's secret. But know this, I'll not let you lay a finger on Madame. In fact, I'm going to. Hold it, Noel. Charon? Being on the ship means Coffin's game has begun. Starting a brawl may be against the rules. But, oh, you have a point. When people break Madame's rules, they... Yep, they get karma. No need to stare daggers at me. Don't worry, I've got my invitation. We're on the same level. You in this game too? Goodness, why did Madame give you an invitation? What could she be thinking? Can't say or no, or care for that matter. Well, in a scenario where Mayor Burrows doesn't get an invitation, wouldn't Mayor Burrows just naturally kill Coffin anyways? Like, if you're excluded, then wouldn't that make you feel more like a isolated? Can't say no or care for that matters. While we're on the ship, the game's rules are all that matter. Russell. Before, I had no idea where that wild ambition of yours came from. But now the answer is right in front of me. We'll expose Lhaplus' secret. Your ambition's source and greatest weakness. Heh. Dear guests on deck, enjoying the cruise? Ah, our game master's greeting. You should listen closely if you want to win. Everyone's made it to the ship, which means it's time to start the grand game. Let me quickly summarize this contest. Now, believe me, I know this is sudden. But unfortunately, this ship is going to blow up and sink in 9 hours. Gosh, that makes it so wild, but blow up? You can't be serious. Isn't this where the game is happening? If you don't want that to happen, you'll need to find a keycard to defuse the bomb. Said keycard is hidden somewhere on this ship. There's one problem though. Ah, there are 52 keycards hidden on this ship, all made to look like playing cards, so one of them has to be distinctive from the rest, and only one of them is the right one. This is like a Joker play here. You'll rely on hints to suss out which card it is, find it, and then disarm the bomb. Let me bet, if the incorrect one is put in, then the bomb timer just goes to 0. So this is a bomb defusal game with our lives on the line. Is this ship really going under in 9 hours? This is Coffin we're talking about. She doesn't joke around. It'll sink. And let that sink hard. Honestly, but there's so many people on board. Furthermore, to the first player who finds the keycard and disarms the bomb, gets the grand prize. I will grant my assets, my knowledge, my secrets, my everything. Even my life will be in the victor's hands. If you're in the ship, I'm sure there is something you wish from me. However, should time run out before the bomb is defused, then it will be my victory. The Winter Sea will claim every last one of you. And that's the gist of the game. Don't want to overload your details. You kinda just did. Oh yeah, let's overload your details. And then just say, we haven't overloaded your details. The black suits will give you the rule card. Rule cards to read, sorry. Let's say learning the rules is part of the game. And I do hope you'll you make my final game an enjoyable one. Do give it your best, otherwise you're all going down. Everyone aboard wants something of Coffin's. Her money, her invitation, her silence. But only one winner gets an audience with her. That's what we have to work with. And we have numbers, it's not just one of us. We have many numbers. Consider yourselves lucky. You're low on my priorities today. Just stay out of my way. And likewise, tyrant. No one told me it'd be this dangerous. Take this ship to port right now, I'm leaving. That goes for me too. I didn't come here to risk my life. That's not going to happen. Acceptance of the invitation counts as your explicit consent to participate. Quitting is against the rules, earning you the harshest of punishments. Do you wish to proceed? Who do you think you are? Have you and Madam gone insane? Take a look at your rule card. Winning is your only shot at survival. Madam, why are you putting so many people in danger? Wasn't it you who scuffled at the idea of harming people outside of a game? This is not outside of a game, this is inside a game. When we fought at Misty, she either changed her mind or found something more important than her policy. Mulling over it won't give us an answer. As soon as you boarded the ship, you were inside the game. Inside the game while being inside the game. Let's find the others and start playing. The clock's already ticking. Now things are going to spice up from 10 to 11. And we have the numbers to our advantage. Alright, what now? Got this rule card from one of the suits. Aha, cool. The Aquarius is doomed to sink after 540 minutes. Players must find which of the 52 keycards scattered on the ship is the winning one and use it to defuse the bomb. The player who disarms the bomb will be granted Coffin Nether's entirety. All of the ship's amusements and services hold hints. Players may only carry 3 cards at a time, and they must always be prominently displayed. Players may trade, buy, or sell cards with each other. Do you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that one chapter from Your Turn to Die, where you have to trade secrets and stuff. However, all players have the right to refuse any offer, exactly. At any time during the game, and however many times they like, players may attempt to defuse the bomb in the challenger's hall. The identity of the challenger will be announced to all players, but the card they use will remain hidden. If the challenging player fails, however, they will suffer a dire penalty. Following such failures, 30 minutes will be deducted from the timer. If the player used the card with the same colour and number as the winning card, however, they are conferred immunity to this penalty. The above rules are sacred and constitute the only law on this ship. Man, that's a lot of text. Kind of melted my brain here. No need to get stuck on the details. I'll give you the basics when you need them. The general idea though is 1. figure out the correct card. Then 2. Find and obtain the actual card. Finally, 3. Use the card to defuse the bomb. These are the 3 steps we're working with. And by the way, 540 minutes, or 9 hours, that is the maximum amount of time that we have, meaning that it could be reduced. This makes our first objective pretty clear. Find which of the 52 cards is the right one. I'm putting all of my chips that it's a Joker card. That makes sense. How though? We each explore the ship and gather clues. 52 choices is far too many to work with. We need to narrow it down. Let's have Noel in charge of what we do. She holds the all-important invitation after all. Alright. Don't worry. This isn't like that blackjack match. All 7 of us are in this fighting together. I don't plan on drowning tonight, so let's show them what the 7 of us are made of. Absolutely right you are. How calm she looks. If we all fight together, we'll be fine. Let us begin. What a game to end off my year of 2022 for this channel. Ship sinks in 9 hours. Use the 9 hours allowed to the fullest. Get the right key card, and disarm the bomb first. Gather clues or watch how things go as you will. If you need help, ask your friends. Pick the people and write the opportunities to trade. Collected hints and cards will automatically be shown in the card chart. Wherever the card chart is, check it with the touch icon on the bottom left or the shift key as you play. Hint: beat Coffin's game. Do be careful, however, there are many other players on the ship and many other people watching. There are many other players on the ship and all are your opponents. Keep in mind that other players are able to beat the game before Noel within the 9 hours. You can also check the rules from the menu at any time. So we have to do this aggressively. Let's see. Well, what we're going to be doing first is saving at the start of the timer. So we've got Challenge Hall, Lounge, Deck, Casino, Show Stage. Okay, we're going to be going from Show Stage first. Let's see what we have here. Well, we're meant to have 3 cards at all times. Well, we'll pick up the card, but I do not think it's going to be the one at all. Oh, every action costs 5 minutes. Okay. Every form of entertainment and service on this ship provides a hint. How like Madame. Oh, and I made some chips at a casino. I'll leave their use to you. Oh gosh. We may count as one player with our invitation, but our numbers are an advantage in getting chips and hints. Let's make use of it. Indeed. Like, how would we even be able to start on, like, what card would be the one? Unless it's something like Ace of Spades. If you wish to gain clues from the show, make sure to open the menu and analyze your hint. Deep analysis of the show's message will grant you a leg up in this game. And you? This show isn't just for entertainment. It's likely here for us to analyze and... Whoops, I can't give other players any advantage. Thanks. We'll go to the show then. Oh, the show is about to start. It may confer a clue or two. We will save at this very, very precious juncture. And then at any time we're going to be close to the ship sinking, we'll revert back to the original save file of 9. Watch the show. The show was about a man who slew the royal family in war to find the secret of his birth. Not finding... Okay, I'm glad I'm recording still. Not finding his truth, he met his end in execution. Okay, remember to use it from the menu later. I wonder if analyzing... Oh, a challenger has attempted to defuse the bomb. It will be streamed on a nearby monitor. A streamed thing in a game that's being recorded. Heh. Those rubes, I actually think this ship will sink. It's obviously spiced for Madame's game. Either way, I'll simply advance while the others flounder in confusion. You're gonna be wrong. Defusal unsuccessful. Did expect to get it in my first go. Oh, hey, my arm's stuck. No immunity detected. Enacting penalty. Oh, bloody hell. You got the beginning Noel treatment. Bomb defusal failure. 30 minutes deducted. You gannet. His hand. That was a live stream, was it not? Hold up. It said penalty, right? That means the guillotine slices off your hand. To call this game does seem to be with rather bad taste. This is more horrific a game than I anticipated. I didn't think Coffin the type to enjoy cruelty, but forcing so many into this game has proved me wrong. What in the world happened to Madame? If we don't do something, more will suffer. Is there nothing we could do? What exactly do you have in mind? Say, for example, what if the whole ship worked together to find an answer? No, because then there'll always be one person who wants the answer. If we all share our hints, we should find the right card before more lose their hands, right? Yeah, exactly. That may work to defuse the bomb, but remember, only one person who can win coffins is everything. I can't imagine your plan will work. Exactly! I agree with Chandler. You may now offer to work with others. Try it if you like. A place to earn chips and redeem them for prizes, as well as earn P and chips. P being money. We'll go from right to left. Casino. So let's have a little look then. Hint to analyze from the... Oh goodness sakes, what were we just in? The show stage. A man destroyed the royal family to understand his birth but was executed. This could be a process of elimination as to the suit that the card cannot be, because it's an execution of the royal family of sorts in this hypothetical timeline. And it's really ironic that this kind of scenario happens like within a week of the Queen of England unfortunately passing away, of the release of this game. Let's roll up our sleeves and analyse the show. There's a high chance it'll yield us some hints. Now, if I remember correctly, the man who destroyed the royal family in war, seeking the secret of his birth, never found his truth, meeting his end in execution. That about sums it up. I wonder what connection that could have to finding the winning card though. It could also be that jacks, queens and kings can't be the card. The four suits used in playing cards each represents something different. Yep, that could be one thing. Like there's spades, clubs, hearts, diamonds. But I don't think any of them are really royal affiliated. The club could be like the shape of a crown, but yep, spades represent swords and death. Clubs are knowledge and peace. Diamonds are wealth and gold, and hearts are love and emotion. As far as I know, those are what are most accepted. I see. But then again, there's always a flip side to each meaning. Like, the sword could be something else. So any insights? Like, but also, how was the execution itself? Because this is talking about death. I'm thinking it is Spade. Love and emotion? But what's the motive behind the killing? Knowledge and peace? Preserving knowledge by preventing it from leaking out. And with a peace of mind that knowledge cannot be seeped. Also, what's the motives behind destroying the royal family? Getting their wealth and goods. Gold. The winner isn't a spade. Yeah, this is definitely a process of elimination. This seems quite complicated. Execution like sword. I think part of this show's message is that one cannot reach the truth through war alone. And if we applied this to card suits, then the symbol of swords and death spades do not have the truth or the winner. Card chart updated. And they're also synced away a few minutes as well. Winning card is not among the spades. We have a heart. Yeah, we've got a 9 of hearts. Strength in numbers, as I say. We'll play. Let's see. Well, this is definitely like going back to the casino again. Fine. Oh no! Oh, got 1 coin. You want 1 coin? No thanks. We've got a coin, and it uses 5 minutes as well. All I need to do is win my gambles to get hints. This is how I'll find the winning card. But how about hints? Oh man. Well, I guess I'll sniff them around for sure. Anyway, I'll stack some chips for you. Use them to buy hints in the casino. 351 chips. Hit up the other players if you see them. If they haven't been goofing off so, they should have a hint or two. You can learn if a suit contains a winning card by performing a suit appraisal at reception. This narrows it down greatly, but there's a catch. You need 3 cards all of the same suit. It may prove entertaining to keep that in mind as you trade with other contestants. This is always a big gamble. Stepped up to the table for roulette if you like, madam, has allowed exchanging chips for hints. You? I try to win a lot of chips by hints, but I end up without a single card. Look, I'll give you 3,000 chips, so sell me a card. Any card. No, I don't know enough. Oh gosh. The man likely a contestant is knocked out. Looks like a brawl has started. Yeah, there's glass on the floor as well to designate that. What? They have. And we have a 9 of hearts. Oh. What kind of... How many chips do you want though? Buy card. I want both. I'll buy it. Oh, no, I wanted both. And we've got 6 and 9 of hearts. Nice. I swear I did not mean to get that on. Hey, our friend from the other chapters. Good to see you, and don't you worry. I'm not eating in chips, but a good old-fashioned pea. What does P stand for? Ointments are now 6? What are you doing? That is a lot of P. An ointment available anywhere restores life. Once the thermal skill is set to motion, it charges the gauge 75%. Okay. I think I'll hold on to my P. Still, fancy seeing you here. Looks like you're just as underworldly as me. And you. What would you like? learn a losing number for 1,000 chips. Oh, a losing number. Perform suit appraisals. I have none. If we had a spade on us, I would absolutely sell you a card. We're going to have to come back to you, because if we discover a spade card by accident, we will definitely give you a spade. Okay, we've got 77 coins. Excellent. Right, we'll come back when we get to 1,000. We've got 1,000. We have 1,000, and I'm glad the accumulation of playing the game does not add up. So you could just play as many of your times as you like in it. Just add 5 minutes. Right. I would like to learn a losing number for 1,000 chips. I'll tell you a random losing number. Sorry, I'm on 1 to 13. Now let me just shuffle the numbered cards. 4. None of the 4s are winners. Cards chart updated. I do hope that this endeavour was useful in now helping you narrow down the winner. Do come again soon. Next area. Okay, that's our card chart. Oh, go to the main map. I don't know why I thought that going left would bring up the card chart. Go to main map, and a challenger is attempting to disarm the bomb again. It will be streamed on a nearby monitor. Didn't think you'd be this unhinged, Coffin. But did you really think this trap would scare me? You have something on board. Defusal unsuccessful. Penalty immunity detected. No penalty will be enacted. Why is Mayor Burrows immune to a penalty? Bomb defusal failure. 30 minutes deducted. So what did he find out? So there's no penalty. Since there's no penalty, it means if a player uses a card with the same colour or number as the winning card, however, they are conferred immunity to this penalty. The card Russell used to defuse the bomb either had the right colour or the right number. Wait, does that mean that the mayor's closing in on the right answer? He didn't flinch after seeing that footage. He's got wild initiative, or a lot of confidence, or both. Either way, Russell's a tough opponent. We might want to keep an eye on him. Indeed we do. Right, there's something going on at the lounge, so we should go there. Ah, that's why. But there's a bit of blood on the floor, which is annoying. We'll pick that up, actually, even though we know spades are not it. It could be a club, after all. Pick up a card. We'll pick it up so we can use it as a means of getting more chips. If you get my drift, what would you say to trade a card for chips? Perfect time to use the rules. How many chips are you referring? Let's see. That one. Sell that one for 639. Nah, let's rethink it. We will rethink it. Let's see. You've got those cards. And you... what do you want? Mayor Burrows. You're the last person I wanted to see. Or people, likewise, say. When the mayor tried to defuse the bomb, he avoided the penalty. Which means, we could get something out of this, but he may just outright refuse. One of the cards in his hand is either the right colour or the right number, yes. This is a perfect chance to get a hint. I'll get a good look at his hand. I can read you like an open book. Too bad, kid. On the way here from the Challenger's Hall, I had enough time to toss or trade the cards in my hand. The cards I've got now won't help you at all. Great, he must have saw through that, definitely. That conversation made me think of something. Where is the exit to the Challenger's Hall? Is it not simply the entrance to the hall? Though one needs the black suits to take them there, so I imagine few know where that is. The identity of the challenger will be announced to all players, but the card they use will remain hidden, yeah. So you don't get any clues. When a challenger tries to defuse the bomb, the card they use isn't shown. That's one of the game's rules. Question is, why is that a rule to begin with? So that other people who are observing the stream would not be able to gauge what kind of card that they try to use. What do you mean? It's likely those who risk the penalty and try to disarm a bomb get a hint from the results. It'd be a hint that only those challengers get, meaning it's likely others can't hide by the exit to catch a peek of the hint they won. I see. It sounds like it's well set up then. Then we're on our own for finding hints, right? I thought of a different reason, but that's another good reason. Heh, don't be ridiculous. We know the trick. Now it's time to break in. We'll have to try defusing the bomb, then find the exit once we're there. I see. If we do that, we just might be able to find out how another player can sneak a peek at the challenger's exclusive hint. We can't afford to risk your hand flying either, so we want to dodge that penalty. We could just stick our other arm out, which we don't have, and be like, you know, that's our penalty, you know, there's no blood, but trying to use Noel's unique position to our advantage, if there is one. The fastest way to make sure of that is to find if the winning card is black or red. If it's black, then we conduct it down to a club. Red or black, you say? True, knowing that would help us narrow it down. Very well. When we find the safe colour, let's take a shot at defusing the bomb. But how would we be able to know that? Test out disarming the bomb. If the player uses a card with the same colour or number as the winning card, however, they conferred immunity to this penalty. The winning card has to be a club. Or we could just be looking at the wrong hole here and it's actually a spade. But it's definitely not red. That's definitely the case here because Fugo's hint is massive. Really massive. Like unbelievably massive. Anyways, where is this hole? I don't want to cooperate. Thank you very much. There's something. Oh yes, there is. A hidden room the black suits will take you to. Attempt to defuse the bomb here. Yes, actually, I've got the spade, so we're not going to lose our arm anytime soon. Oh, would you like to go to the Challengers Hall? All who enter must attempt defusing the bomb. I will take you there blindfolded if you wish. Let's rethink this. And when I say rethink, we're going to save. I'm confident that if we select our spade, it's going to just pull it in. Very well. Allow me to blindfold you and all your companions then. Thank you. We're going to go to the room now. And here we are. This is the room. It appears that you're the only one allowed to put your hand in that machine. Make sure that you don't make the wrong choice. Do not worry, I will not. The keycard slot is directly under the guillotine. What makes something like this? Creepy ass room. Decide on your card yet? I have, do not you worry. But be careful, okay? Make sure you use a safe card. I have a card in mind. You finally got your arm back. If you don't want to lose it, be really careful picking a card. Otherwise you'll lead to a game over. Or perhaps a hypothetical end, I don't know. You seriously going to put your hand in that thing? You sure we're not being punked? Hey, it's not your hand we're losing, okay? It's mine. I have a choice. Put left hand in guillotine. I'm going to select the 7 of spades. We know spades are incorrect. Let's put this in here then. But then again, it could also be a... It could also be a number. I've just realised that. It could be a number. There's only 4 and 52 chance to defusal unsuccessful. Okay. It's a 3 then. Yeah. So, yeah, that was it. Okay. Deck. We are hitting the deck. Okay, so 9 of club, 9 of spade. Bloody hell, you've almost got you almost got a pair of nines. Sorry, a 3 of a kind there with nines. Need to narrow down to red or black, right? The suit of praise on the casino hall should be useful. Say, I've picked up some nice info. Neither king of clubs or 7 is the winner. That is very nice to see. Club of 7 and hearts are the wrong ones. Okay, that's good. I'll be hunting for chips and hints, so you guys keep doing your thing. Now you got different cards. That's random. You could literally exploit the system so that, well, you would eventually find the card that you're looking for. I'll buy a card off you. I'll fancy that 4 of hearts. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can have it for 209. Excellent. The gambler left after the trade. Now then. Perform suit of praise for 500. If all 3 of your cards are the same suit, I'll tell you if the suit holds the winner. And wonderful. Gathering them must have been quite a task. From the 13 hearts, you will find nothing. No winner. Thank you very much. I do hope this endeavour was useful in helping you narrow down the winner. Do come again soon. Well, we kind of already known that the hearts were not it, and those are the cards that we just traded away, which is, but then again, they've still got circles on them. A challenger is attempting to defuse the bomb. It will be streamed on a nearby monitor. Ooh. Defusal unsuccessful, and penalty immunity detected. Okay, no penalty will be enacted. We're now having our hours whittled down. Our next goal is to narrow it to red or black and try defusing the bomb with a safe card. The casino and show stage should prove useful. If you've ever been yet, maybe give them a visit. You say that. I'm just going around trying to see what other people have. Yeah, I'll trade a card. I will have the 9, thank you. And you can have the 4. Yeah, you can have the 4. We'll confirm the trade, thank you very much. The gambler left after the trade. Okay, we can use this as our safety card to confirm if it's a club or not. 9 of clubs. And this is definitely confirmation if it's a club or not. Alright, here we'll go. I'll be fine. Diffusion unsuccessful. So it's a different card. It's different colour, different number. This is a completely off the mark now. It's a 6 then. We should put a 6 of heart then, because we tried a 9 of club. So it's a heart. That's no, it's a 9 then. But thank goodness. Lost a few years of my life there. Bomb defusal failure. Time reduced by 30 minutes. Why is it just grand? Oh, that opened up. That opened up. Let's go in then and open it up. Let's see, not this way, is it? No, that's probably the door's shut tight. That's probably Coffin's office. Hello? You can return to the floor you came from with this elevator. You may not disembark on this floor, however. The elevator is a one-way trip. Thank you very much for that. So 9 of diamonds then. I suppose it could change depending on circumstances, but that's rather wicked if that is the case. We appear to be back. This is the cabin area, right? Thought the hidden exit would be some stupid stuff, but this is normal as hell. I get it. It's set up so that challengers can slip back into the crowd without anyone really noticing, which means our job is simple. We'll have to stake out this exit and peek at the hint the others risk their lives to get.
So when someone tries to defuse a bomb, we split up and peek at their hand when they leave.
This sounds like a really cool cheat. What do we do till then, though? Go back to what we were doing before, I suppose. Let's gather on this floor when a new challenger appears. Very neat. Very neat indeed. It's a 6 or something. Because we tried a heart and we know hearts are removed from the entire equation. But then that's just that though. We have the card, ladies, and a challenger attempted to defuse a bomb. Streamed on a nearby monitor, we could learn something from this. To the guillotine if you would. Heh, such a violent game this. It is indeed. I have the card. Defusal unsuccessful. Penalty immunity detected. Well, we can learn something from this. Alright, memorize the guy's face. Move out and keep watch for the exit elevator. If we're all split up, someone should see him. Thanks. Yes, someone should see him. That's us right there. Not a single person wants to cooperate with us. Why, if we all work together, we could put this bomb business behind us and have more than enough time for tea with Madam. But if we are to be on our own, we have no choice but to win. And there is the challenger. That's the elevator. Now, hold on a moment. Other players should be using this elevator as well. If I don't remember their face and clothes, sorry, I run the risk of going for the wrong person. That is not the challenger from the footage. Right, it was a man, not a woman, exactly. I'm not being discriminative. Not him, no. That is the incorrect attire. Right, I don't think it was quite that old. Yep, he's in a black suit as well. And that looks like him. Indeed, that must be him. I'll just walk by inconspicuously and get a peek at his hand. And return to Sharon and the others. Yes, perfect bonus. I remember the guy from the footage. And save up. And what cards did he have? I see. So the guy had these 3 cards in his hand. Yep, that is correct. And none of them are spades. Heh, there ain't no red cards in here. How do you avoid getting his hand chopped off? There's 2 paths to penalty immunity. The first to use a card with the right colour, which we try to do, but we got our hand chopped off anyways. And the second would be using a card with the right number. Which means, if he was safe with black cards, he had the winning number on him. Winning number? The winning number is 4, 7 or 10. I thought it was a 6. Ten of clubs. Now that really narrows it down. If we come this far, it is about time to start looking for the winning card. We won't win on analysis alone. Right, you are. We only need to find the winning card and defuse a bomb. We're almost to Madam. But for goodness sakes, I thought I had it. I really thought I had it. Hugo, you're a beauty, but at the same time, why on earth did we always have our hand chopped off whenever there's a club? 10 isn't the winner. Well, for goodness sakes, let the others... So it's a 10 of diamonds then. Like we just give them our final clue. It's a 10 of diamonds. You had me excited there for a second, Madam. I think the last rule needs to be rewritten because it could be the same suit and... Well, I can't say the same suit number because that's the exact card. But it could be the same suit or number. Or it could be the same colour and number. Because I tried it earlier, but yet it doesn't work for me. Another close call, but no cigar. Again, we're so close. Just can't get the right suit. Stop it. I'm starting to think that the 10 of diamonds is locked behind a certain event in the game. So we have to keep proceeding forwards to the closer time of the ship sinking before the 10 of diamonds can actually appear. Because I've encountered the 10 of hearts a lot of times now. But yet there's not been a single 10 of diamonds anywhere. So I'm thinking it is event gated. A challenger is attempting to disarm the bomb. It will be streamed on a nearby monitor, but yet the center is an exclamation mark. Defusal unsuccessful. No immunity detected, enabling penalty. Sorry to your hand. Our next goal is to find the winning card, disarm a bomb, and settle things with Coffin. The game's coming to a close. Someone probably has winning card without knowing it. If so, we won't have to hunt it down ourselves. Trade, bribe, or mug. Let's get that card. I would prefer trade, thank you. Let's go by the rulebook. Deck. Yes, absolutely. Deck, and that's where Mayor Burrows is. How dare you be here? You have a 10 of diamonds. You again. That card Mayor Burrows has. Yep, it is that. Really unlucky that Russell has it. If we want to, we have no choice but to trade with a man. Yep. It's buzzing around me that much fun. If you're something to say, then say it. Can we trade, please? Can we trade? Trade cards. Oh, gutsy. Let's hear what you've got. I want this. And I will offer this. He could just say no. You actually want to trade? I do. The pressure gets to you. There's no way to agree to a trade. Noel, this is a big finale. I know. I'm not sure how valuable the mayor thinks the 10 of diamonds is, but I'll have to convince him and make this trade work. All the hints they've gathered, Noel and the others know that Burrows' 10 of diamonds is the winning card. However, the only way to get it is to convince Burrows to make the trade. Pick the right words for the following choices and keep Burrows on the defensive. Pressure him. Fine then. Argument begins. Why do you refuse my trade? Let me turn my question around with you. Why do you want to trade with me? I don't need to tell you. I'm under no obligation to tell you. Then we're talking past each other. He's confident, damn it. He's wavering. Time for a word from me. Is your card that important to you? Because then again, that makes it very obvious. You want me to expose your embarrassing secrets? I've got a treasure trove of the stuff. Is that your idea of a thread? Do it. If that's how you get your kicks. He glares at you. Besides, think about it. There's no reason for us to play nice and trade. We may need to work together now more than ever. We're facing mortal danger. Is there any better time to work together? Try saying that with a straight face next time. And make some sense next time too. Raise an eyebrow. Check the rules card again. They explicitly allow refusing trades as a strategy. So you run away because the rules allow it. Sure, it's explicitly allowed by the rules, an easy way out. A coward's way out. I won't fall for your taunt. So it's yellow that we need. He slicks his hair. You're pretty stuck on this trade. You sure you want to see this through? You just made it awfully obvious that your prize is 10 of diamonds. We'll take any card really, but it's the 10 of diamonds. We're not stuck on that card in particular. Do be sure not to get the wrong idea. Red again. Yeah, we're going to start this again. There's too many reds. Yeah, thinking too hard about this. That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking why me in particular. He looks unmoved. Besides, think about it. There's no reason for us to play nice and trade. I think I got this one correctly last time. You may not need to, but we do. And yeah, that is the correct answer. Well, that just makes me want to trade less. He flicks the card. Jigger rules card again. They explicitly allow refusing trades as a strategy. Run away because rules allow it. You can't let yourself get tied down by rules. Going to refuse just because rules allow it. We can't ignore the rules and steal it by force. Now that was the incorrect one, but we're going to keep going about this. You're pretty stuck on this trade. You sure you want to see this through? We're not necessarily looking for a winner. We could simply want to challenge the bomb room or use it for more hints. You never know. After all, One can gather cards to build a full suit hand or trade with the others in the game. Ah, green. He clicks his tongue. The green was good. Near perfect. But that's it. I'm sick of this chatter. I didn't have to follow Coffin's rules. I'd have blown you two away already. But if you want this card so bad, well, it might be fun to cast into the sea. And what if that's the winning card? Planning on going down with a ship? Pathetic game or not, her fate won't change. What? Alright, you can have it. You want to trade, right? I don't have any more time to play along with this facade. Okay, Burrows. We'll trade. So yeah, it was kind of gated behind an event. My, he actually traded and left. What gave him a sudden change of heart? The way he was talking, it didn't seem like he cared much about winning the game. But this is Madame's game we're talking about. If he ignored the game and tried to attack Madame, I imagine even Mayor Burrows would be in danger. Well, either way, we got what we wanted. Let's just disarm the bomb and head to Coffin's room. That's what's important now. Or perhaps Mayor Burrows does know that that is the winning card, but he's just decided not to actually give in of sorts. Or maybe he just has a backup plan for all of our shenanigans. Go to the main map, and we will go to the challenge room. Thank you very much. Save, and let us do this. Yes, I would like to go. Or who enter must attempt defusing the bomb. I'll take it blindfolded if you wish. We don't need any of that. In fact, just have the guillotine right up close to the wrist, so that we will be able to be victorious on this day. 10 of diamonds. Take it or leave it. Alright, here I go. I'll be fine. And defusal successful. I did it! I won! Fantastic, way to go, kid. Cheering doesn't suit you at all, Charon. Victor Noel Kirkwood, please proceed to Madame Coffin's room, which was on the left, I imagine. The audience with Madame at last. Excellent. And this bomb doesn't sink as well. The boat doesn't sink. The bomb doesn't sink the boat. We've won the game. What you're plotting. The secret of Lhaplus. I'll hear it all from you, Madam. Breakthrough. Clear bonus. I'm sure Mayor Burrows has something up his sleeve. I don't trust the man with my car keys. And I don't even have a car, so there we go. I knew it. So, we finally face off against Coffin. I look forward to hearing the secret of Lhaplus. This could all just be an elaborate trap, mind you. Let's go cop the secret out of that hag before she changes her mind and bounces. I don't think she is a person of manipulation of that kind and lies. Once she sticks to something, she sticks to it to the very end. Hell yeah, man. Now Coffin can't complain. Let's get in there.
This means we beat Madam, right? Are we finally gonna learn what the secret is?
Very impressive, Miss Morale. Now Madam should give up that secret. And it was a dangerous role, and you did an excellent job. You truly have courage in spades. Or diamonds. Something along those lines. Enter room. And we go in the lovely secret room. Knew walking past her that was Madam's room. Madam! I did it. So it goes. My games only have 2 endings. Supreme victories or most hideous defeats. That's how it always has been. Yet this is neither. Noel Kirkwood, you really do throw fate for loops. Wandering gambler. You have the heart of a gambler. Coffin. Enough with the rubbish poetry. Hundreds of people could have died in this game. Madam, why did you hold such a cruel game? When we fought at Misty, you didn't put so many lives at risk. Fate. You can't win a true miracle unless you put absolutely everything on the line. What? Don't mind my muttering. I've lost. And you now have power over me. So what do you want, Victor? You already know, I'm sure. We asked you within the Aquarius business labyrinths. I ask you, you tell me the secret of Lhaplus. I figured. At ease, all of you. No need to rush. I'll tell you everything. I would suggest barricading the door. T2. Thank you for your hospitality. Would you expect any less? After all, you are the victors. Has the bomb truly been defused? Indeed it has. I lost, so my plan is up in smoke, just like a blown up boat. Your plan, huh? Is that the reason you hosted such a violent game then? Yes, pretty much. It was all meant to get rid of a secret. Get rid of it? It's one of Burrows' few weak points. Why the hell would you do that? That's right. Get rid of it. This deadly game. The secret. It's all connected. Alright, let's hear this from the beginning. Of course, and to start, rather than touch upon the secret itself, we'll talk about who's involved and why it's important. What the hell are you being so roundabout for? Get to the goddamn point already. Say what or who, rather than just saying you did it. There's a good reason to be roundabout. A very, very good reason. See, to me, you kids look like you don't grasp just how dangerous knowing this secret is. We don't? I willingly risked everything I am to get rid of this secret. I'm going to need you to fully understand the gravity of the situation. This will be a long story regardless. Don't worry, we're here for the story. Let's take our time and go point by point. Now, this happened right after I became the manager at Casino Misty. Flashback to the past, lovely. You see, becoming the manager of the casino in Lhaplus had far more meaning than I'd expect. Well, obviously, you had the financial stuff when it came to, Mayor Burrows, Misty's new manager. Welcome to Lhaplus. What's all this? I was wondering why there's some summons, but mayor, politicians, CEOs. What kind of gathering is this? The surprise is shared, I assure you. None of us expected Misty to fall to a wandering gambler. Do excuse the drab decor, but we had to invite you on short notice to ask you to become a member of the Lhaplus Elders. I was standing before a council of Lhaplus's power players, headed by Mayor Burrows. There, they revealed to me a jealousy-guarded national secret, the shadow of Lhaplus. A national secret, huh? I had a feeling it wasn't confined to this town. Indeed, to be blunt, you might call it the nation's dirty little secret. Let's leave it at that. For over 100 years, this town's been doing the country's dirty work. All official, of course. So the whole town's been engaging in untoward business with legal approval. Yep, more or less. Then the circumstances surrounding the shadow of Lhaplus changed. A few ambitious senators wanted to make the system they had for managing the shadow more resilient, hardier. Oh, hi there, who are you? So they made a certain man become Lhaplus Mayor, Burrows, with nothing but the mayor of an old town on the surface. In reality, he was a patriot of the most extreme sort, handpicked by the senators. Immediately after election, Burrows made the top players into a keen organization. I'm sure you've guessed it, but this was the Lhaplus Elders I've been scouted for. Would normally just call it the group, obviously, because it's not suspicious if you just call it a group. You mean Burrows' election was fixed? I can hardly believe it. So you became a Lhaplus Elder then? With the cat out of the bag, refusal wasn't a choice.
The life of luxury and gambling they'd offered seemed like a decent bargain, so I accepted. So I kept Missy in tip-top shape as a money laundering operation. I turned into a cog in the machine, keeping the shadow going, plain and simple. Time passed, and Geraldo died. Geraldo's son, Russell, had been trained from a young age to take over if the worst happened. But the leader's untimely death threw the group into confusion. As for me, well, I figured it was the perfect time to slip out of this mess. So I picked Russell, the weakest looking one, and wagered my freedom on a game with him. But I lost. He wasn't weak back then. Far from it. And just like that, I was once again bound to Lhaplus. Makes sense. I've been wondering why Wandering Gambler was in so deep with Lhaplus. Yeah, wandering means you're all over the place gambling. The group accepted Burrows too. Well, they did. Seem that they're all gone now. So all the elders have died. Because they knew the secret. And that's the mess surrounding this secret. You understand now, right? That this is on a different level from what you've been dealing with until now. If you learn more, you'll make enemies you didn't even know existed. You'll have a lot more on your plate than some quaint quest for vengeance. You should think real hard if it's worth involving yourself with a shadow just to get to Burrows. Well, his powers were rather ethereal and purpley and shadowy like. Let's organise what we know. It'll take a while to digest this all. Right you are. So, the elders have died because of Burrows. That's what's going on here. Burrows eradicated the elders so that he becomes some kind of Emperor Palpatine-like status. Can't believe I was kinda involved in something this huge. Sends a damn shiver down my spine. This does explain why military grade like the OCT was sent into Lhaplus too. The mayor's been protected on a national level, just like how this town's been protected for the last 100 years. Come to think of it, we might be able to step into a world we really shouldn't. Like hell we are! They're the ones doing dirty stuff. We're calling that stuff. After becoming mayor, Geraldo Burrows made vigorous strides to stamp out the mafia. Yet, if a shadow of Lhaplus is dirty work at the end of the day, why go after the mafia, which represents that same underworld? Because he was a patriot, I'd wager. The Russell and Bianco wanted to rule this town, make it their private kingdom. But to Geraldo, this town existed to serve the nation. To him, Lhaplus had taken on too much red and white, and he wants to wash it out and return the flag's patriotic colours. Was that part of reorganizing the management system? The mafia and the government are similar organizations, just with different positions and agendas and motives. But I think the biggest one there is motives. Wait a minute. Different motives cause for different actions and things like that. What's in that suitcase? T for 1. No, T for 8. So when Russell summoned me 8 years ago, he was already wrapped up in the shadow of Lhaplus as Geraldo's unfortunate heir. He must have carried that secret with him from the day he was born as Geraldo Burrows' son. Goodness, the highest levels of society has been keeping this secret since his father's days. Then, perhaps we're a little more than mild annoyances to the mayor in terms of scale. Don't get overwhelmed by the background, Noel. The scale may have gone national, but that hasn't changed the distance between us and Russell. Perhaps you are correct, and you too. Okay, so basically this means if we punch Burrows, it's like we're punching government bigwigs.
So like, that means, what does it mean?
Well, damn, you know. It means stuff is big. Don't know how big, like Waylord big, but yeah. It's too hard for me to even imagine what will happen if we have something as large and ambiguous as the national government against us. I'm not entirely sure if we should go any further involving ourselves with this shadow. Breakthrough. I'm not sure what we did there, but we just looked at everybody and had a conversation, sorry. So, have an idea how deep this rabbit hole goes? Very big. Well, that's the kind of expression I expected after hearing about government conspiracies. Still, you're just going to have to accept it. There's no one left who knows the secret. You've got no one else to cry about. Or cry to. Madam, this is the impression I get, but you've been speaking as though you plan on dying after this conversation. What? Madam dragged an untold number into a death gamble, then lost to us. Given she's a gambler, what would happen when she loses? She'll suffer the most hideous defeat from her powers as the Witch of Fate, was it? And Madam understood that going into this game, she was ready for the possibility of a loss. But Madam, hear this from the victors. We do not want you to die. Then what do you want? Your cooperation. As the victor, what if, rather than the secret, I asked for your cooperation instead, seeing as you are privy to the secret's details. What? The shadow of Lhaplus is something far too over our heads to bumble into just to fight the mayor. But madam, you know the secret, and you know it well. So, a simple solution is that we leave the handling of the secret all in your hands, while we protect you from the mayor. You can use the secret to drag him down from grace. We'll complement each other's strengths. It's win-win. Yeah, that makes good sense, quick and easy, and we don't need to get our hands into this secret business. We'll work to our strengths. Indeed, that is a definite good idea. You don't need to run from the secret, madam. I humbly request that you use that knowledge of yours to help me achieve my vengeance. Heh, I'd expect nothing less from you. But I'm not playing your game. What? Reason being, it sounded like a good offer to me. I'm sure it did from your point of view. The truth is, you... Russell? Finish your little chat yet? Burrows, this room is victors only, and I'm sure you know what happens to those who break the rules. I'm breaking the rules? Don't make me laugh. You broke the rules the moment you ran away from Lhaplus. Mortal anchor. Looks like he's stopped holding back. He's come out swinging, but we're stronger now. We can do this. Mortal linker. They're evenly matched. Not bad. Looks like you didn't waste these 2 months. We did. We caught his attack. Caught, but not broken. He has the infinite power of the devil's contract, and we have the infinite power of wish granting. It's the unstoppable force and immovable object. Exactly. We're stuck in a stalemate. But we better get out of here sooner than later. Eat this, Burrows. Hey, bomb. Nice. Smoke screen. Coffin, Nelius. You have lost and you will die. Your power damned you to this fate years ago. Don't think you can run. Don't think you can catch us, tyrant. You 6 clear a path out of here. We're the only ones who can slow Russell down. Understood, madam. Can you run? Since losing half of my body, running I haven't been on speaking terms. Damn. Then walk real briskly. Where the hell's the exit? Yeah, Take us to a boat. You could ask a little nicer than that. There he is. Mortal Linker. Ah, rapidly touched but prompts to stop his attack. Lovely. Oh gosh, I need to touch these more frantically. That wasn't great. But we did it nonetheless. You're right about the stalemate. I knew we were strong, but I cannot believe we can't stop him. Even with this immense power. Eat this too. Well done. And this. That's not going to help. Nothing's getting through. And did he break the rules? Like, shouldn't he be bursting into flames or something? That he should. Madam, this is the power we now possess. We can face Burrows at his strongest. We can protect you. It's not your power I'm worried about. You won. So I'll give you the information you earned. That's as far as I'll go in this fight. But why? Are we not friends fighting the same man? We can work together and defeat him. That would win you your freedom. Is this not ideal? When you start misusing the word friend, kid. We'll talk later. Oscar, take Coffin and get out of here. Understood. Python? Stay focused, Noel. Right. Great, I'm going to have to get the microphone out of the way so I can do this properly. Taparoo! Taparoo here. Oh. Uh-oh. It's starting to crack, but why? How? That can't be. This power using the world's will to grant her wishes. There's no concept strength here. Nothing's going to force it back. If it's not a crumble, it can only mean one thing. Noel, you gotta make sure your wish. Noel's will is faltering. She hasn't made up her mind yet. She doesn't know how to deal with Coffin in the shadow yet. Right, we need to pull back. Yep, we need to pull back hard. Oh gosh. You grunts. Don't tell me they're going to attack us. Your guns won't work. Be slashed. And who the hell are these guys? Government hired assassins. They can't let a traitor like me slide, nor anyone who tries to pry into the Lhaplus' secrets. But what the hell are they doing on the ship? They weren't invited, right? There's no time to explain, let's run now. Hurry, the mayor's right behind us. You alright? No stalling, get going. You're the one with the cane, who brought us to the ship. Did one of the men have a cane? I guess it doesn't matter. It's not safe here, madam. Please use this cane. Why, thank you. I knew it, traitor. Gotcha! What? What the hell do you think you're doing? Weren't your coffins aside? Oh, I've been waiting a good long time for this moment, when the game finally comes to an end. I don't care if it's you or madam, but you're telling me what you know. Juno. Tell me this weakness of... How did you survive that explosion? Tell me this weakness of Russell, dears. Tell me about all this shadow of Lhaplus. Juno. That can't be. I cut you down with my own two hands. Ha ha ha. It's been too long, Oscar dear. Why, I thought I was gonna myself, I really did. Too bad the strapping lads of the fire department arrived on site a bit before I bit the big one. I'm back from hell, baby. On luck and hate alone. Vengeful soul. You're a goddamn zombie or something. Quite the familiar face. My Russell dear, how I've missed you. And I need to thank you for sending that assassin to the police hospital. Wonderful, really. What, do you think you could snuff me out because I was fresh out of the operating room? I didn't want a bumbling idiot dragging me down any longer. I was half conscious and had to hop all the way to a back alley doctor with my one leg. And you're going to pay for that humiliation. Every last one of you here. I'm crushing you all. Tremble in fear, little blanks. Madam, what's going on here? Well, that complicated things. Time to simplify and remove you all from the equation. Gah. You're here now.
Dratton!
Yep. The leader of the OCT. Can't we slow down on things a bit here? I can't keep up. Enemies of the state. You're sticking your nose into a veritable guillotine. But you can wait. The real prize is here. Oh! So you've finally shown your demonic self, Russell Burrows. You think you could just use the shadow as you see fit? So you were a demon. But that's strange, Captain. I heard you were recovering from being buried in debris. If you're feeling hale and hurty, I'd say you're obligated to explain that botched mission. Alas, we are at an impasse. What in the world is going on here? Too much to count. Everyone popped out the moment we took a step towards the shadow of Lhaplus. What of a secret this thing is? But the OCT works for the government. Why are they fighting with Russell? Weren't Russell and the government in cahoots? Well, we'll figure that out later. I wonder if that lady with blue hair will somehow cooperate with us at some point. Or the guy that kept pulling at our friends' nails. There's that little demon as well, that little devil girl. This is so intriguing. Charon, these men are after us. What? Who are those people? Madam said they were assassins or something, but I didn't hear most of the details. Man, they're probably gonna keep coming. What the hell is going on in this ship? You'll go ahead, keep running. I'll draw them away. Got it, good luck. If they put up a good fight, you can always fall and defeat them in one swoop. That means we're fighting them, actually. The elevator went way up to the top, guys. We've got to take the stairs. Hard battle, endure the way for 30 seconds. Right. Oh, we can't go away then. Oh, they're going to keep coming, aren't they? Yeah, this is definitely hard because of the amount of people here. Oh, we just got to use it automatically then. Damn it. This is where we needed those ointments. I don't care if we don't get a bonus. My bonus is just surviving. There we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. No 4 bonus. Yeah, we didn't need it, but the amount of space is very claustrophobic. But it's intended because it's a hard battle. Not making this easy, are they? These lads don't seem like Russell Deer's boys. Are they guarding the secret then? How in the world did so many of them get on this ship? This path's a little rough for someone lean on a cane, don't you think? Out with it, madam. Tell me the truth about the shadow of Lhaplus. Russell Deer hadn't even hinted at its existence in front of me, which means he was hiding it. He didn't want me to have this secret over him. Not only have you not won the game, you haven't even been invited to it. How in the world did you disguise yourself as one of my people? Isn't it obvious? I looked into one of your hired hands and stole their uniform. Your staff is all about secrecy, their anonymity and lack of communication. Made it real easy. But don't change the subject. You looking revenge on Burrows? Of course I am. For years I've been on equal terms with him. We were kings of our own castles. Oh, I don't think so. Never thinking one was any better than the other. That's why him sending a goon to kill me in my sleep was such a piercing insult. I'm going to reveal Russell Deer's weakness to the world at large and make him regret crossing me. And I assure you, I don't give a damn who gets caught in a crossfire. Russell Deer, little Noel, you. How I despise every last one of you. That recklessness isn't getting you anywhere. Who's there? Don't think I can't sense you from behind. The shadow. Wait, you're... Ah, who is that? Thank you for keeping him distracted, Dratton. I prefer you over Burrows. Aren't you fighting the wrong guy? Lhaplus and the government share the same secret. Are we not friends? Don't give me that rubbish. Comrade Arado was in with the government. You think an upstart like you had Lhaplus under your control? Just because you're brown-nosed with the local petty barons, the elders? Excuse me? The government acknowledged Conrad Elrado's mettle. You may be his son, but you haven't earned his spot. You know why they sent the OCT into Lhaplus, don't you? Taking out the terrorists was just half the story. The government's been keeping a close eye on the frequent blow-ups as of late, and guess what? They're looking at you. And they don't trust you. They saw you messing with the Shadow, so they sent me to keep watch over you. They did, huh? Heh. Looks like the top brass has figured out I'm not the patriot my father was. What is Lhaplus here for? What were the Lhaplus elders formed for? This whole town exists for national benefit. You're no exception, kid. But you've been treating Lhaplus like your personal kingdom, trampling on what Conrad Eraldo created. And you shall be smitten down by the hammer. So I'll take his place, you Coffin, Noel. I will purge all that upset the status quo. That's far enough. Oh. Hello. Lucy. Whew, that sure was close. He might have destroyed the whole ship. Why are you here? What did you do? I thought you could help in some ways. My, could you give me the questions one at a time? I snuck aboard alone. Entirety of my own accord. Tailing you, of course. I'm sure the captain has the exact same excuse. Had you not noticed? And as for what I did, I used my powers to manipulate the captain's time, you could say. You manipulated his time? Why can't you do the same to Burrows? She instantly froze Dratinus at full strength. You gotta be kidding me! But this is terribly strange. Aren't Lhaplus and the national government co-conspirators? Why fight? Having a little internal disagreement? Or is this just a betrayal? If you get any closer to the shadow of Lhaplus, I can't let you live. Oh, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not trying to threaten you with your secret. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The opposite? Hold on, just a second. Oh dear. He burnt himself out. What was that? His payment. The captain needs to conjure that red-hot gear of his every so often to get the heat out. If he doesn't, he spontaneously combusts like that, which is why just a teensy bit of toying with his time flow puts him in this state.
Lusamari, you traitor, don't tell me you were a demon this whole time.
Demon admin codes are such a bother to be bound by, really.
You know what this means, don't you? This is high treason.
High treason? With law and order and the armed forces following your commands, you're scary, I'll give you that. But now you're no soldier. You're just a man looking for a fight. Hearing you go on about high treason isn't terribly moving. You did untold damage to the city in that earlier operation. You failed on top of that. And here you are engaging in battle of your own accord. Shall I interrupt that you are casting off your position as commander then? You can only think in terms of status and power, but I bet you have no idea. It sounds like you abandon your country to aid this egoist. Then remember this well. A country is order, born to protect people from those like you who can only think of themselves. And there he goes. Putting your faith there is so behind the times, Captain. The nation state is so last century. I'd rather be free. Let's make a deal, Mayor Burrows. A deal? When I heard about the shadow of Lhaplus and seen you plotting something with it, I have to admit I'm rather interested. See, no matter how you try to hide it, I can see it clear as day. The radiant glow of devils behind you. And I can just tell this is a new technology that'll put the toy soldiers of the bureaucrats to shame and make a mockery of the unit we call the nation state. I want in on your plot. I'll share the shadow of Lhaplus with you. What do you say? Okay, maybe. There's no way for this deal to work out, even if I do owe you one for Dratton. Then how about I sweeten the deal with this? What? You wanted to capture this woman, didn't you? So that is what brought you to this game, of course. Well, here she is. A gift I packed up a bit ago. Where? Oh, from earlier with Juno, the person that Juno saw. 20 minutes earlier, cabinet area, corridor, main section. Oh, I hear. There you are. The elevator stopped on this floor, right? Gunfire. Could be Juno. Let's go. Who could it be? Oh. This song seems familiar, so I bet it is that little imp girl. Supervisor June. Don't be like that to him. Gah. Goodness. What happened to you? And where's Madam? She didn't get kidnapped by one of those assassins, did she? It wasn't those dead lads and their pea shooters, oh no. Come on, out with it. What the hell happened? It was the OCT, the leader of the second unit, Meroi. She captured Madam. Whoa. The OCT, what are they doing on this ship? That's what I want to know. Sounds like Dratton fighting. It's coming from above. If the OCT captured Madam, perhaps she was on the deck above as well. Oh, but my mortal linker, We're going to have to go that way. Time's not going to wait on us. You gotta reconfigure your head, Noel, and get that wish back to 100%. Supervisor Juno, I'll have to restrain you. I can't have you milling around. Grr. This wasn't supposed to happen. Why did she have to show up? I don't know, Juno, but why don't you tell us that? The cracks in my mortal link, I suppose this must somehow be related to Madame of the Shadow. I should ask the others what they think. I think, well, Sharon had an idea that your wish is no longer what you would call, what do you call it? Fully there? Ah, yes, we walk around in order to recharge our ability. We'll catch up after we tie up this blank. I'm feeling pretty seasick and Oscar wants to take care of things. You go on ahead. Alright. I'm not interested in all of the nonsense surrounding Coffins as friends or whatever. But you sure are going all out for that old lady. I'll tie up Supervisor Gino and bring him with us. Why can't you just call him Gino, not Supervisor? They may be worried if this is far safer than leaving him to his own devices. I'll leave it up to you, Oscar. Please do. You should focus on what's in front of you. Only you and Karen know how the mortal linker works, but I think the loss is only temporary. Exactly. Me, tied up by the likes of all of you? How revolting! Why won't things go my way? Perhaps because you should not be, well, thinking that you're unequal to Burrows. We can't just let Madam die up there. We have to save her and have her tell us that secret. Yep. I remember Madam asking when you'd started misusing the word friend. I'm not sure what she really meant by that, but we'll have to go up on deck and find out. Come on, Madam, we're both witches in our own ways. One of fate and one of gambling. Gremlin brand branch vending machine. Where are these popped? I'm not surprised anymore. Exactly. We're going to need some more ointments. Thank you. It's probably going to be like a lion's den up there. So you want to prepare while you can. Thank you. Look, I don't know what you're mulling over, but don't sweat it. You got us backing you up, got it? Exactly, Noel. Stop wandering.
I think those sounds were coming from the deck. If you want to get there fast, take the elevator.
Sure.
Why was Madam willing to tell us a secret but not fight with us? Maybe she just doesn't do well with groups.
That I cannot say. Somebody tells me that is not the only reason. I don't think she wants to be tied to another person. She wants to be a solo gambler person. Karen. Why has the mortal linker started fading out on us all of a sudden? The mortal linker is a power to grant your wishes. However, it has conditions for activation. I want to get back to Lhaplus for my revenge. I want to stop those rocks and save my friends. You have to want something, even if it costs you your life. That will generate power on the level of a devil's contract. Oh, that will generate, sorry. Not being able to conjure that up means you're not willing enough to sacrifice yourself. What? But I'm no longer afraid of fighting. That's not the point, it's the will. I know that. But if your powers waned against Russell right after Coffin rejected you, I have a theory. This may be subconscious, but it's likely that you're trying to depend too much on Coffin. That includes her handling of the secret. What? But well, if Madame simply joined us, that would take care of everything so cleanly. Her defeat, the shadow of Lhaplus, everything. When you start misusing the word friend, kid. Yeah, this is definitely it. This was the beginning of the breaking point. I just do not understand, madam. What issue do you have? Could you have? Deeper in here. Deeper in there is what the conditions lie by. This is your last chance to prepare. You ready to go? Yep. I've got everything that I can have. All 6 ointments for my survival. 12. Coffinarius. Someone with intimate knowledge of the secret. Not to mention a dangerous demon. One who can use games to twist fate to her whims. I assume you want to wipe her out before she can talk again, so you offer me Coffin in exchange for working together, I take it. Exactly. I think we can work together with how much we have in common. We do both hate to be outdated. There they are. And, oh, here it comes again. I'm busy. Stay out of this. We can't get it close. The mortal linker isn't activating. But why not? That's where your problem is. You're not having faith in Madame to fight alongside us. Have I made some sort of mistake? Oh my, how impressive. I didn't know a high-level demon's powers could be quite this reality-bending. And I simply can't let the secret to this strength sap through my fingers. Hey, that's Lusamari. Hello there, everyone. I'm Lusamari, Captain of Unit 2. Where's Dratton? Wasn't he fighting with the Mayor? I heard Mr. Old-Fashioned see himself out. You what? Well, Mayor Burrows, it looks like we're rather low on time. All you need to do is nod and kill off Coffin. What are you going to do then, Burrows? You hadn't changed a bit. Back when I fought you to escape the group, you had the coldest eyes. And you still do now. When you look at a person, you don't see them. You only see how they can serve your ambitions. Ouch. Noel, let me let you in on something. This whole game was just one big scheme of mine to get revenge on Burrows. What? I've lost a match to Burrows before, and with it my freedom. He bound me to this city. But when I lost to you and Misty, the memories came rushing back. It brought me back to a time when I travelled the world as I wished, following my whims and bliss. So I cast Misty aside. I fought against the fate I've been given. The fate isn't that palatable. It takes a lot more than psyching yourself up to bend it. Do I hide from Burrows? Leave Lhaplus? Hell, leave the country? No. None of those choices would last. Fate would always get in the way. So I tried a gamble. This game where I'd stake everything I am. Burrows. The group. The government's assassins. all the senators I knew. I sent out invitations to all those who couldn't allow my escape and gathered them on this ship. Then I challenged them all. Challenged them to another game for my freedom. If I win, the ship sinks and everyone dies. As the victor, I'd miraculously survive the explosion. Then I'd have nothing to worry about. I'd be free. But that's insane! It sure is, honey. A completely selfish game where people will get hurt and die. But this is a fight where everything I have is on the line. One that won't end until I settle things with Burrows. I can't abandon my path to hop onto someone else's. Noel, that vengeance of yours is the same. Your fight is a selfish one. Ah, that's what these two have in common. They both have a selfish ambition. If you stand in the way of my vengeance, I will destroy you. Have you ever claimed your vengeance was just, even once? Have you used your weakness as a shield to ask for aid, even once? Have you ever looked to others to accept and acknowledge your quest, even once? A battle is a lonely theme, dear, and a constant contest with oneself. You can have your friends at your side, you can have those who laugh and cry with you, but you put your hand in the guillotine to defuse a bomb, you should know this. You're the only one who can make your plays. She's right. I wanted Madame to understand me, because we both stood to gain. I wanted her to join me, and I wanted her to defeat Burrows in my stead, but that won't work. This is my vengeance, and only I can see it through. The hand of fate. I have to hold the blade and cut him down myself. Very well. Madam, I make this request as the game's victor. Tell me everything you know about the Shadow. You think you can handle it? I was ready to risk my life to get rid of this thing. I can. I'll need my friends to support me, but I will wield this secret myself. It will be my vengeance's trump card. Now we're talking. My role isn't making Noel's choices for her, it's to grant her wisdom, to show her more options. That's how we made it to the ship, and we're going to keep it up too. Heh, good. As you wish then. Take this! This card has a drive in it with everything. Yeah. The explosion blew the card away. A joker? That bomb had been completely disarmed, yet here it is, going off. Well, it's out of my hands now, the most hideous fate rears its head sooner than expected. We have to get that card. That joker. That about wraps up the game. Looks like nothing went your way. You should have known this fate was in store. I don't want to deal with any more nonsense. I'll think about what to do with Lusamari after killing you. You win if you kill me, true. It'll be game, set and match. But what if I'm the one to pull the trigger? You won't win, and the game will continue. Madam? Ah, so you're not seeing your death as defeat, but as another chip in your game. It's common to think that winning means not losing, but I gave up that kind of gambling a long time ago. Go, Noel. That card belongs to you now. Walk your path. Thanks. No need to hurry. I can get into my own coffin. All chips on the dark horse. Eat blank. Crikey. So the way you didn't get the satisfaction that you wanted, Mayor Burrows. Where'd the card blew off to? On the edge of the deck. Hurry up, let's hurry. Let's go before the Burrows catches up. Yeah, exactly. Noel! Stop the hesitance. Keep ahead of Burrows and chase the card. Okay. Right, so... Oh, I see by that. The darkness is closing in. I'll hold him back. You all run ahead. Charon? My role is to guide you. To help you get closer to your wishes. You're the one who has to grasp them. Hold him back for me. Damn the darkness. Crikey, can you really do... Oh, it slowed him down though. Keep going. Keep on going. There's rocks and rubble in the way. And that. Sheesh, we can't outrun him. Mr. Noel, you go on ahead. It isn't far to the edge of the deck. But what about you? Don't swear it, we'll figure something out. This is our fight too. Show 'em what happens when the tormentor gets their revenge. I'll leave them to you. Then it's just us then. Keep ahead of Burrows and chase the card. I'll do my best, but... Oh, fire. Hellfire. Yeah, a lot of this is quite dangerous. Not sure if the broken glass was it. We can see it from here. Just a little further. We'll hold him back. You will? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we just don't want to see you eat blank, that's all. We're running down our paths. You run down yours. You showed us a new world, and I want to see what you create. Thank you. Take care of him. Go, brothers. Go, brothers. Oh dear, more explosions. Oh, there we go. We did it. We caught up to the card. Here it is. Alright, madam. It is now in my care. Damn, now you injure yourself. You're not leaving with that. Give it here. Are you proposing a trade? Well, I'm afraid I have to use my right to refuse. And this link. I said give it here. And I said no. Don't cave in, Noel. There's no going against fate. Have some dignity. I will never let go. No matter how overwhelming the secret, no matter what pain awaits me. Until I get my revenge, I will never let go. And there we go. Mortal Linker. Nice one, Sharon. Gah. Those chains again. Are you alright, Noel? I've got it right here. For my own sake and no one else's. That's a spirit. But what on earth does a Joker card have to do with all of this? Burrows' chains came off. Is the ship like about to go down? You already have that cockroach spirit, don't you? Well, with Coffin dead, I've got what I came for. Wait, where did he... He's going to escape. Wait, what about me? If you can escape on your own, come to my mansion. Sure thing. Thanks. You. What do you have in store? Well now, there's no reason for me to stick around. But, with my target in front of me, a soldier's gotta do what a soldier's gotta do. Oh no, manipulation of time. A sinking ship and an OCT captain, Mr. Well, Charon, think you can handle her? I'm fine, I was just focused and... Damn it, she spent the last of her focus getting the card. Fatigue and Coffin's death had left her confused. Oscar and I'll take care of her. Eat this! That's a manipulation of time. I'm lowering the boat. Anyone who doesn't want to die, either help or find your own way off. Gino, I noticed you've gone missing. Then how about this? Smoke grenade. This would be a lot easier than have my head crack. I can't lower the boat down by myself. A few of you stay back and hold her off. The rest of you do as I say. Running from a fight? That's not like you. What are you plotting? I'm not plotting a damn thing, in case you hadn't noticed. The ship is sinking. And if you knew just how scary she was, you'd be rushing along with me. Supervisor Juno, do you mean to say you're acquainted with Lusamari? We can talk about that later. Listen, if we don't get that boat lowered before I pass out, you guys are finished. Then allow me to take on Lucy. The rest of you help Juno and keep an eye on him. Got it. Make sure she doesn't lay eyes on you. With a power of hers, it doesn't matter how strong any of you are. You'll end up in hell before you know what hit you. Because again, the manipulation of time. There she is. If I have to make sure she doesn't lay eyes on me, then how about this? Ah, confusions! But then again, yes, the chains aren't moving. Ah, the chains of a great devil Charon, I see. What's the matter? There's just one of me, no need to hide behind your pillars. The same thing happened with the bombs a while ago. Wait, don't tell me. Can't you just stop things just by looking at them? If it works on humans or devils, I can see how you'd end up dead before you knew it. Indeed, manipulation of time. Right, versus Lusamari. Keep Lusa busy while the others ready the boat. According to Juno, you want to stay out of her sight. Use the pillars as cover. The white glowing squares are covers. Charon comes equipped with 3 smoke grenades. You can enter Lusa's sight in the smoke. If you think you need one, tap the icon or press the shift key. Defeat Lucy, yes. Surely we have a time frame to do this in. Alright, save to step into her sight now. Right, we'll go down here for a moment. Oh, we have to deal damage to her. Damn it. I actually completely forgot about that aspect. There we go. Did that. But she's now quicker. Knowing her pattern will be half a battle. Ah, that's no good. Yeah, that's no good at all. What the hell was that? It's like I got hit 1,000 times all at once. My, here I thought I'd beat up on you for a good hour for starters. I suppose I can't freeze Devil for too long. Doesn't like the time to analyze. I just have to keep out of her sight for now. Yeah, this is no good. Oh, for goodness sakes, again! It's like she just knows when I'm gonna do stuff. There we go. Unused smoke as well. So the second battle was just much more clear because, well, I didn't go in like a lunatic. I just waited. The boat's ready. That a-hole collapsed on the way, but we're good to go. Alright, let's get out of here. Perhaps further pursuit would be more trouble than it's worth. Shut up, Mari. You know you want us. You're definitely an enemy. I thought he was going to help us at some point. I don't know. I shouldn't lash onto characters. If this recording has managed to find itself in Noel Kirkwood's possession, I'm probably already dead. But you want to hear about the shadow of Lhaplus, don't you? For over 100 years, Lhaplus has been working on government orders to gather and organize methods of devil summoning. These demons have been sold to power players the world over throughout history to win favors. This political system is what we've called the shadow of Lhaplus. The vault of devils that keeps this country going. That's what Lhaplus truly is. With the advent of Mayor Burrows, however, they ventured into something new. The military application of demonic power. The government screened the most patriotic soldiers with true believers and granted them devils. Then they made them wish for power. These newly minted demons would belong to the military for life, but in return they received status and a guaranteed livelihood. And that's the entirety of the Shadow of Lhaplus, our nation's most jealously guarded secret. So how will you use this for your vengeance? On the tender boat making its way to land, Noel and the others learned, at last, with no fanfare, with no sugarcoating, the dark secret of Lhaplus. They worried that Juno may overhear the secret, but he showed no signs of steering. Perhaps they were exhausted from the long night. Perhaps they had steeled themselves, for not one of them so much as gasped. There's the orange-haired dude and that little minx as well that we haven't seen. Looks like we made it back. And we didn't even pitch Gino into the sea, since he got us our getaway boat. Damn man, it's morning already. We're on the boat all night. We won the game, and we learned the city's secret. We did what we came here to do. But bloody hell was it brutal. But we've lost something too. We've lost the madam as well. We lost Coffin. Cheer up, Noel. Coffin got her last laugh on Burrows, you know.
Yeah, for real, madam was amazing back there.
You felt you wanted a friend in her. There was still so much I wanted to talk about. I at least wanted to see me get my revenge. Why did she choose such a thing? Gino. We made our great escape. Why the long faces? Because we don't trust you, Gino. Where the hell did you get up? Don't tell me you were pretending to be knocked out and heard the secret. If I had, I wouldn't have to go through the trouble of doing this. Drop the gun, Gino. You're too banged up to take on all of us. Silence, Karen dear. Noel dear, how long are you going to be feeling sorry for yourself? The sight of you mopping disgusts me. Pees me right off. Madam chose to finish her fight, even if it cost her life. And you damn well know that. She started this deadly game, and gave a critical secret to her enemy's enemy. She even let Russell or her own fate kill her off. And on top of that, her last words were, "Eat blank." Leave out the fact that she died exactly how she expected, and what do you have? Her total victory, that's what pees me off. So I made up my mind. I'll make that way of winning my game. So tell me, Noel dear, what are you going to do with this big secret? If you're not just talk, then you have to have some sort of plan coming to Madam. Right? I have to know more about Mayor Burrows. A child like me can't fully grasp everything surrounding the shadows of Lhaplus. But I need to understand everything, I really don't. I just need to dig into the Mayor's background to find a weapon in the shadow to slay him. Wonderful. Then we'll trade. You'll tell me what you know about the Shadow of Lhaplus, the truth about it. And in return, you'll get my card, which is everything I know about Russell Deer's backstory. What? He didn't set up those scapegoat contracts or close Lhaplus just to make money. But his reasons don't make sense unless you consider them along with the Shadow of Lhaplus. You saw how Russell carried himself today, right? It wasn't like he thought someone had dirt on him. This shadow of Lhaplus stuff is nothing but a foothold into his murky depths. We each have a half of Russell's dearest weakness. Don't you want to just put them together? You can't be serious. There's no telling what you'll do with a secret. You want to know about Russell, dear, don't you? Sooner or later, I'm going to crush all of you with the only thing I believe in. Myself. That's my fight. And I'm starting with Russell, dear. I want him dead, you hear me? I hated Madame, but I'm taking her lifestyle. And I hate you, but here I am offering a deal. So, do you have the guts to make a deal with me for no one but yourself, Noel? I guess we'll find out in Season 11 whenever that is released in the future. Yeah, Season 9 was 2020. Season 10 was 2022. What's Season 11 going to be? 2024? 2025? I hope it's not that long, honestly. But who knows what the strings of fate will pull us together. And the strings of fate that I'll need to learn in order to redeem myself. But that is a fantastic season for Noel The Mortal Fate. It really is. There's so much action involved in there. And all the different twists and the characters that you didn't expect to just turn up. Like the Secret of Lhaplus is something that everyone kind of knew about, but besides us as a party. So that, everyone, is, but then again, there's usually an epilogue to all this. Epilogue. I hear a car. I hear someone getting out of a car. Right on time, I see. Lhaplus Special Countermeasures Unit. Acting Commander, Captain Lucimari. So you took over. What the... Anti-Demon Unit? I don't know anything about these characters. Solid 7? That's strange. The document said Solid 6. Indeed, our name was changed to Solid 6 on paper, but no matter what the documents say, we'll always be Solid 7. That aside, Captain, is the news true? It certainly is. The Lhaplus unit is indeed approved for demon use, and Lieutenant Rubilio Strato is a member. Rubilio? We finally found you. Oh, Rubilio as in his friends, actually? He sold himself to a demon, didn't he, in order to save his friends from it. Oh, that little minx. Yep, that all finally makes sense now. So these are all of his friends. You've been specially called into the Lhaplus unit to compensate for the crushing loss of Major Dratton Bergman. I will be your district commander officer, and my orders are absolute. And remember, the OCT approved demons you'll see in Lhaplus are an S-class secret, sorry. Even within the OCT itself. Whatever happens out there stays out there. Be sure not to bring anything you see back. Understood. Really. All we want is to see him doing well and not much else. You pulled off the greatest feat of devil hunting the unit's ever known. Capturing the Devil Spicer. Ah! Rubilio was under Spicer's ordeals after all. They call you the strongest humanity has to offer, and I would love to make use of your skills. To be continued. Oh, we've missed one of the ointment crates. Damn it! Damn. What's some kind of alternate ending when you get through all of these DLC seasons? And that, people, is the end of this season. And for me personally, the end of my channel in 2022. This is my isolated fate. And I need to make amends for wrongs that I have done. So to all of those who have made it to this point, thank you for watching. But I need to ensure that I can be a person to look up to in the future. I don't want to say this at the start. I want to say this at the very end of the video, where probably the least amount of people are watching right now. But thank you for sticking with me. I will hope to leap over the chains of envy that I've locked myself within and get out of this fate. I'm only kind of interlinking this with the game because of how fates are kind of indulged upon oneself. And I need to get the help that I need to get out of this fate. Through books, through videos, through professionals. Thank you, and have a great rest of your 2022.